Hello everybody and welcome back to our Premier League prediction series. We're at match week 34 of 38. Not too many to go until the end of the season, and we'll find out who will be victorious between City and Liverpool. This week we are supporting the Samaritan charity, another brilliant charity. Please look into the charities that we are donating to, and if you can, please donate. It goes a million miles, and it helps so many people. If you're new to the series, every incorrect scoreline I predict is an extra £1 that will be going straight to charity. We'll review the games and the scorelines and my predictions on Tuesday, and we'll tally it up, and that money will be going straight to the Samaritans charity. So, without further ado, let's go straight into it. We'll start off with the early kickoff, Arsenal versus Manchester United. Both teams in a bit of weird form. Arsenal in the better form off the back of that win against Chelsea. Very surprising win, in my opinion. Man United just appalling, really. Obviously, the back of the drumming against Liverpool, but it pains me to say because I'm a United fan, but I think Arsenal are going to win this. I'm going for 2-1. I think it'll be close. I think both teams will score, but I see Arsenal winning. I see them just nicking it, which does pain me to say, but yeah, that's the life of a Man United fan at the moment. We'll move on to the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Leicester City versus Villa is our first one. Leicester with 2 wins out of the last 6. Villa also with 2 wins out of the last 6, but on the back of 4 defeats in a row. And I see that continuing, really. I'm going for a Leicester 2-1 victory. Villa haven't really got anything to play for. They're safe. They're not pushing for Europe. They're just going to finish mid-table. And they're probably just looking at next season and hoping it can come around pretty soon. Leicester pushing for Europe. Obviously, they're still in the Europa Conference, so they've got that to compete with as well. But I see them getting the win against Villa 2-1. Now, this next game I don't think will be close at all, surprisingly. Man City versus Watford. I'm going for a comprehensive 4-0 win to City. City obviously pushing for the title with Liverpool. And yeah, I don't see them slipping up to Watford at all. I don't see Watford posing any kind of threat. And I think it'll be an absolute walk in the park. Now we'll move on to the final 3 o'clock kickoff. Norwich versus Newcastle. The battle of the ends. Norwich pretty much down and relegated. Newcastle pretty much safe. I see Newcastle getting the win. Eddie Howe's done a brilliant job there. And yeah, I'm going for a 3-1 victory to Eddie Howe's Newcastle. I think it might be a bit close, but I think Newcastle will come away with the points. And yeah, I don't really see Norwich putting up much of a threat, especially as they're pretty much relegated. So yeah, I'm going for 3-1. The final Saturday game is Brentford versus Tottenham, a London derby again. Tottenham obviously trying to push for the top 4. They've got 4 wins out of their last 6. Brentford with 5 wins out of their last 6. Brentford in tremendous form at the moment. Second in the form table, only to Liverpool. But I see Tottenham getting the win here. I'm going for 3-1. I think it'll be fairly comfortable for them. Brentford might just get a late consolation. I don't see anything other than a Tottenham win. Moving on to Sunday, we've got 3 2 o'clock kickoffs. Burnley versus Wolves is our first one. I'll go for a 1-1 draw. Burnley obviously trying to pick up as many points as possible. They are under their caretaker manager Mike Jackson at the moment, off the back of a great win against Southampton, and I see them continuing picking up points. I'm going for 1-1. Wolves, again, a team that hasn't really got much to play for, so I see the points being shared here. Now I'll move on to Chelsea West Ham, another London derby. Chelsea, basically, third is theirs. West Ham maybe pushing for Europe, but they're also in the Europa League, so they got that to contend with, and I see this being a Chelsea win. I'm going for 2-1. I think it'll be quite close, but Chelsea will edge it and come out with 3 points, I think. Brighton Southampton is the final 2 o'clock kickoff. Brighton in different form, you'd say. 2 wins out their last 6, 3 losses and a draw. Southampton, obviously, off the back of that loss against Burnley. Just a 1 win out of their last 6, not doing too well recently, and I see that continuing for them. I'm going for 2-0 to Brighton. I think Graham Potter's men will pick up all 3 points. Battle on the south coast, and yeah, I think it might be fairly comfortable for them for Brighton. Now, the biggest, you'd say the biggest game of the weekend, maybe, is obviously the Merseyside derby, Liverpool versus Everton. Liverpool pushing for the title, Everton trying to not get relegated, so both teams have got something to play for. But I only see this going one way. I'm going for 3-0 to Liverpool. I just don't see any fight from Everton, and I think Liverpool will absolutely blow them out of the park and come away with bragging rights and another 3 points towards their title fight. Now, the final game of the weekend is the Monday night fixture between Crystal Palace versus Leeds United. Palace are in some alright form, you know, off the back of back-to-back losses, but they've got 2 wins and 2 draws, with those 2 losses in the last 6. Leeds are in some good form, actually. I didn't realise how good a form they were in. 3 wins their last 6, 3 wins and a draw in their last 4 games. Obviously under Jesse Marsh now, doing a good job. And I see the points being shared here. I think it'll be high scoring. I think it'll be a draw. I'm going for 2-2. Now, please drop a comment on what you think your predictions are going to be. Please don't crucify me for any of my predictions. Please check out the Samaritans charity. And yeah, have a great weekend. I will be back on Tuesday to review this weekend's fixtures.